Gamers, rise up. Hello. It's me. We're doing rings today again. Okay. We finished Bulbasaur. We started Ivysaur and Venusaur. Today, we're gonna finish that and we're gonna start on Charmeleon. Now, I was wondering, how can I make this unique? I don't know. I don't think every ring I do for this series is gonna be, you know, the most amazing thing ever. Not that they're amazing at all, but I did find this 3D printed ring blank that I got a while ago. You can kind of see it. It's this red color. And I was like, Charmeleon's like a darker red, so why not do that? So I'm gonna start on Charmeleon, finish Ivysaur, and then we'll see where we're at. I was thinking also about maybe freestyling on a ring, because sometimes you just gotta make stuff. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta make stuff. You have to make something. You can't be doing orders and stuff all the time. You just gotta let your creativity flow. So we'll see. So that's the plan for today. Okay? So I think let's get started on Charmeleon. Now, I want this to glow, of course, but what color? I decided on orange when I was thinking about this, because red doesn't glow the best, and it sucks as a glow color, especially if you're doing darker stuff. So here's a look at the ring blank. We're gonna have to like polish everything and do a little bit more work when we finish it. It's kind of rough, but it's 3D printed, so what do you expect? So I need to make up some new glow. That's the first thing on the docket today. I'm gonna have it be red. I don't know how red exactly, but it's gonna be red. And it's gonna glow orange, like I said. I think I said. Words flow sometimes. Where's my orange? There we go. Orange glow powder. You can see kind of here. It's a little different on camera, but it's orange, trust me. Ow. Just gonna put a little bit in at first. A little bit more. There we go. And then I need my red pigment, which is surprisingly hard to get. But I found this mica powder, or mica powder, I'm not sure. And that has been the best red pigment that I've come across so far. Red is a tough color to nail down in crafts, I'm finding out. I don't know why. Red glow isn't the best, red pigment isn't the best. I thought about using black ceramic today, but once I saw this ring blank, I was like, oh yeah, why not? I'll do that. Shake, shake, shake. Make sure it's like mixed up pretty well. And then I need a test piece of cardboard. Today is the something about a superb owl. I don't know. My CI. My test CA, not the good stuff. Oh, there goes my thing. My scoopa. Put it there. Okay, let's see what we have. What kind of color it is. Very bright, I think. Very saturated. It's more of a pink. I don't know how it's playing on camera, but it's more of a pink. Hello, No Mouse. How you doing today? Good to see you. I'm gonna put a little bit, well, that's not really a little bit. This much more in, I guess. Fantastic, I'm doing alright. I'm doing alright. Kind of like a lazier Sunday today, so, you know, let's make some rings. Okay, this is closer, but I can tell that it's not quite there, I think. Okay. Maybe? It's kind of glowing too. I had the block to shadow it. Let's put in a little more. Shake, shake. This is looking very red now, which is exactly what I want. I'm thinking we're there. Yeah, that's fine, I think. It's kind of like way more bright and saturated than the ring blank, but I think it'll be fine. This is more like a ketchup color in real life. But I think it'll be fine. Who followed? The Shame Hole, thank you for following. Thank you very much. And I hit my follower goal, yay, 40. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love that pot friend emote. It's so good. Welcome. glad to have you. Okay, we're gonna roll with this and see how it turns out. Might look different in the ring, I don't know. It'll be fine, don't worry about it, okay? We don't panic here, it's all chill. Okay. Let's inlay. After I record clips, because I haven't been recording clips. But I've learned my lesson. Let's switch you over here. There we go. If my phone will cooperate, that would be great. There you go. Okay. Is my shop website custom or am I using a service? I'm using Wix, and one of these days I really should switch. I threw it together in like one day. And then I've just kept using it since. And I don't know what, sometimes it just eats email. It's like, oh, I messaged you on Wix, and turns out I never really got the email. So it's like, well, I don't know, man, I don't know what happens. It's caused kind of a problem in the past. Not huge, but it's very, very frustrating. So this is segmented into 3 segments, and that is because that is the only thing I have. I thought about switching to Squarespace. I have to like make sure it does all the same stuff that Wix does before I commit though. Which I'm pretty sure it does. I just need to do it. Alright, let's get started here. A little too much CA there, but it's gonna be fine. Let's see how it looks. A little bit more here. this side. There it is. It's one channel. And then let's see how it looks saturated. This looks very pink on the camera. I swear it's not though. Because it's so light. I don't know if I have a light right here. I don't know if I necessarily need it. Honestly, that's better, I think. It's more true. It's kind of hard to know how it will be, because at the end of it, it's gonna be like polished and everything. So there is like a pretty noticeable difference. Huh. I don't know about this, guys. Let's keep trucking. Oh, why am I using this? Drop my glue. Should have been using this the whole time. It doesn't exactly matter too much, but this is the better glue. Adhesive. Yeah, it's a much cleaner inlay. One of these sides is not going to be like the other. But it's fine, don't worry about it. What's cool about it is this specific glue is thinner than water and it won't stop running for whatever reason. Stop. So it sucks in and like goes into the powder due to capillary action, which is what plants do. Okay, we're getting somewhere. It also dries a bit darker. Cures, whatever. It is very cold again today. It is dead winter here in my state. I went on a little nice walk though this morning. I have a wedding coming up. My wedding. I need to look pretty good, I think. Or I should. Just a little more. Thank you, thank you. We're hoping to have like some sort of, I guess, pagan or medieval style wedding. It's gonna be in Brazil because her family is, her family's so big. We sat there and named off people that are like for sure definitely coming. There's no way they're not. 50, just 50. And that was mostly from one side of her family. Meanwhile, on mine, it's probably gonna be about 4. Outside or inside? It's gonna be outside underneath a tree that is very huge and is like over, I think they said over 100 years old. The tree is nice, it's like a symbolic thing. So estimating around 50 people. It's going to be catered and hopefully planned by this guy who we met at a medieval restaurant. He's really cool. He likes metal and is pagan. I'm not pagan, for the record. But that's the kind of style, like, she was thinking. I'm cool with it. It's less about the religious aspect and more about, like, the style, if that makes sense. And there will be a feast. The food there is just, I could sit here and explain it to you, but words wouldn't do it justice. That's why we asked. We asked the owner who we met that night, and he was like, oh yeah, we wanted to actually start doing weddings. I'm like, well, perfect. I'll give you a good price. Okay. Next, I'm putting opals in. The tan opals, because that's kind of the only color on Charmeleon. I'll put big pieces in at first. And I should put something to catch the extras here. this piece is not cooperating. There it is. Okay. Oh. Need a new tip. We call these tiny things whip tips that go on the CA bottle. They get kind of messed up a lot, but they work. I think I'm just gonna try to put in as much as I can, because when these are sanded down, they look a lot smaller than they are right now. And some of these pieces are way big, way too big. Don't like that piece. I don't know if you're gonna stay here. Yeah, I'm thinking like need some like way smaller pieces in there. Let's do the big ones first though. Oh, it's leaking. The tip wasn't on there as good. And now it's on my fingers. Stay in. Stay in there, buddy boy. There you go. That was a nope from that piece. Okay. And then like one right there, or two maybe. Looks fine. I'm realizing these are looking kind of like white on camera, but in real life, they are tan. And the reason I have to do these big pieces is because when you do smaller ones, they tend to not look like the color they are because the different colors reflecting off of these opals. Because like it's not just tan, it's reflecting some like orange, a little bit of green, a tiny bit of blue, just the tiniest amount. I think that one's fine. It is needing some smaller pieces though. I'm not even sure like some of these pieces will stay in. Like this big one. Yeah, I don't, well, no. New piece. I think that works. Okay, great. So now I'm gonna crush some smaller ones. Whoops, not that one, that one. And there's glue on the tray as well, that's great. Just gonna pour some pieces here. I'll do a little bit more. Yeah, that's fine. There we go. All right, let's crush these up. Like a so. This is what you would normally do in most situations. Just because the opals are bigger than you think. That's something I had to kind of figure out when I was starting out. It's like, oh, like these are fitting in the ring, but like not as much, especially when you sand them. Okay, next question is, will it, if I dump it in there, will it stay? Negative. Need a little bit of thin. A little here too. These pieces aren't really going to do anything for the color except for like make it more sparkly. That's probably enough of a clip for the TikTok. Okay, it's just gonna sparkle more. Oh, I'm on the wrong camera angle. Oh. Oh, you can see this last one I'm doing. Ooh. Got a little crazy with the CA there. Come on now. Looking messy right now, but that's okay. I need just like one or two little small pieces. Also, I might need more of this opal color. Not sure yet. bother me if there's a gap right here later on. A tiny purple opal in there. There have been times where I completed a ring, it's super clean, I look close, and there's a opal color in there that shouldn't be. Just one, just the tiniest one. And it's like, what do I do? Do I cut it out? Do I start over? It's frustrating. That's basically inlaid. Oh, I was gonna put up this guy the entire time. I forgot. Pro streamer. Real messy right now, but it's fine. Okay. Put a mask on real quick. Okay, just give that a little bit of time. I should have posted it on Instagram. I'll do it now. I need to wipe my screen. You ever go to take a photo of your screen for some reason and it's all dirty? You don't even realize it until you take the photo. I'm gonna catch heat for that. Maybe. Live right now. RN. And gotta do the link. There it is. There it is. Alright, now we can seal this bad boy. The funnest part. Okay. Now, coggers. A little fast. I've been playing Cow World recently. And I thought about abandoning this and instead making pals. I think there's 111 of them. Maybe as a joke I'll do like a side video on that. The game's crazy though. Yeah, some of my little jars of opals have come apart. I'll have to clean that up later. This angle's a little bit off center. I just realized that now and it bothers me. Update that position. Okay. Rings like this don't take as long to seal because they're segmented. You tend to use more CA. Like when you're inlaying, so it's more solid. It needs an extra minute or so. So, after today, the first 6, no, the first 8, because I don't know if I'll do, like, completely finish Charmeleon today. The first 8 Pokemon will be done. How crazy. I could start making videos on that now, I think. The idea is to post more often. I had to get these first couple rings done first, though. The Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Venusaur. Okay, we're good. You can probably hear my heater, I think. Which it almost didn't start today for some reason. Which would have meant no stream, because it's way too cold. It says it's 52, but it feels much colder than that. We love waiting for things to cure. The heater will sound more like a wind blowing The lathe will sound like a buzzing sound. Okay, we can probably hit it with some accelerator. That's the thing I'm spraying on, is accelerator. Makes it dry faster. Don't have to sit and wait. Some people swear by sitting and waiting. They do a coat, they sit, they wait. I say if you know how to do it right, it doesn't matter. For wooden rings, I agree. It's probably better. Let's check this. It's fine. Let's do a safety coat. A sanity coat. And now that I'm looking, and like, there's glue on the outside and it's showing kind of what it would look like more when it's finished, I think it'll turn out pretty cool. I think so. Okay, we're almost ready to move on to Venusaur / Ivysaur. Give it a little bit more time. That last coat, you're kind of just sitting and waiting like, come on, dude. Let's go. But it's not good to do it. You have to take your time. I was thinking about getting another lathe so I could do 2 rings at once. I do have another lathe here. It's a wood lathe, but I'm kind of using it as like a, more of like a shelf. And like, it only rotates at certain speeds. Like you can't control exactly. Which like, the RPMs on this is like 0 to 2000. And it's really helpful. Cause like this lathe isn't like huge. And they have like cheaper ones at Harbor Freight that are kind of smaller. And I could use them either for inlaying or whatever. And then maybe use like this big one for bigger. For like sanding and stuff or whatever intricate. Just so I can like bounce between. Get more done. Okay. This guy is good to go. We just need to let him sit and cure. But I think it's a good starting point. Yeah. Not bad. So we're gonna switch gears over to Ivysaur. I'm using Ivysaur and Venusaur as interchangeable because it's both. I don't want any red here at all. we're gonna sand it. If you missed it, it looks like this. Trying to make sure this is on straight. Relatively simple. Actually, no, Mouse, I do have an idea. I've had an idea for a long time. I just don't know, like, how much it would cost and if it can be done. Basically, if you're getting into 3D stuff, that's perfect then, because I want to have some sort of like ring builder, custom ring builder, where it gives you like kind of like a base idea of what a ring might look like on your custom options. So like, for example, you choose the ring material, you know, tungsten, titanium, Damascus steel, wood, this and that, and it would change the outside of the ring. Like, let me show you kind of what I'm thinking. Like, this is a completed ring, right? So you could choose the outside, you could choose the opals inside, you can choose the glow color and the glow color in the light, and then any other exotic kind of materials. Because the custom order page, honestly, I didn't know how to do it, and it was kind of thrown together an emergency because like people were asking, how can I order a ring? And I didn't have a website. So I threw it together and I just kind of stayed with it. But I think that custom order thing would be cool. And I got that idea from like guitar builders, because they have like custom options. And so instead of giving you like a list, I can take this mask off now, by the way. Instead of giving you like a list of options, it's like a 3D, you know, like Kiesel, exactly like Kiesel. That's the first thing that came to mind. So it's that, but rings, and it's like much simpler. It's just, I don't know how much it would cost, and I don't know how to do it. But that's basically my idea. And I think it would be for more simpler stuff, and obviously the choices would update the price, like you'd have the price on the side there or something. And then you choose the size and the thickness. Yeah, I think it'll be a good time to update, and then maybe if you want to like try to update the website in different ways, or you have suggestions or whatever else, like I'm open to it. I'm trying to do more stuff this year. That's why I'm doing this challenge, is to get people more interested. It doesn't have to be like super duper fancy, just like enough to get the idea across. But I think it'd be much better than what I have going on now. Okay, I'm gonna sand this. Yeah, DM me. I forget about Discord all the time. I'm like hardly on there. So if you, I don't know if you have Instagram. Instagram would be better. It doesn't even necessarily have to be 3D, even, I think. It can just be like, as long as it updates with the different materials. And maybe like a short description of the materials on the side, because so people understand the difference, because I don't think a lot of people do. Maybe we can like stylize it as like a Pokemon thing or something, like a menu, because it fit the theme. But again, it doesn't have to be simple. I'm just throwing out or it doesn't have to be complicated. It was just an idea. Do I make my own Damascus steel? I don't. I don't have the facilities. Like what you're seeing here, and like all of this, and there's some over there. That's all I have for now. And I'm not really into like metalwork, to be honest. It's much faster and easier for me to just buy the blanks. Saves me time, and time is money, which translates to the customer. Another thing I don't know about is like, if you do that, can it integrate with Wix? And I don't know, like the coding side of stuff is beyond me. If I were to guess, it can. Like, why wouldn't it, right? I feel like I use probably like 30% of Wix's potential. And I can't tell you how many times like people ask me about stuff and bless their hearts, but they don't really know exactly what they want. So having like a something condensed that can give them the proper idea, I think would be best. I've literally had, yeah, like, I've literally had people be like, I want a ring from you. I'm like, okay, what do you want? They're like, surprise me? I'm like, no. What's your favorite color at least? Because everything depends on the materials, you know? That's how I price. I can give you an average and they'll give you an idea, but like, it really depends. Like, Damascus steel is more expensive than ceramic. And I have, like, for custom orders, I have to get a lot of information of what they want before I can give them the price. Sometimes they want something that's extremely specific. There was one person who wanted human teeth once. And I was just like yours or what? And I'm like, I don't even know where to even begin to think where I would get human teeth. Like, you can't exactly go up to a dentist and be like, hey bro, you got any extra teeth? You can't go dumpster diving for teeth. And I don't remember if it was that same person that wanted human hair, and I'm like, whose human hair? Mine? 'Cause no. There was this other one, it wasn't me, but I heard about it in like a Facebook ring group. They wanted breast milk in a ring, and someone actually did it. I don't exactly remember how, but they hardened it somehow. I'm gonna bring up the brightness a little bit.
You got that 50 bucks?
But yeah, breast milk was one. I've done pet ash, like memorial rings, ashes of pets and people. I don't know if we can get that on the website. Yeah, I don't think we should put a breast milk option on the website. First of all, whose? Second of all, where do I get that? It's really, really fucking awkward, in my opinion, to ask for someone, like, hey, can I borrow some breast milk for the ring? A ring someone wants? And it's like a little bit weird to me if someone sends you that. Like, people want what they want, and it's fine, but there's kind of like a, like, I don't know about this, bro, feeling to it. Guess who didn't record a clip of this either? One person wanted weed in the ring. I'm like, okay, it can be done. I just have to go buy it, which is something I've never done before personally. But I have been in weed stores before, but like, I don't even know how to ask it. Like, hey man, welcome to the store. What can I get you? What are you looking for? Do you want indica, this or that? And I'm just like, I need weed. Like, give me the prettiest looking one. Yeah, I can't use mid. I have to use the highest quality. And it will be priced accordingly. Unless they want a very specific strand, which will be better, because it's like, for me it's already awkward. I feel awkward with just the idea, but if I walk in and have an idea of what it is, then I don't feel like a fish out of water. Also, we're not adding that to the website either. I think there should be like a special request thing. But I'm not gonna advertise that. Thank you very much. What was I doing? I was making a ring, that's what I was doing. I made a ring out of cheese once. That's the video. I made one out of sawdust. I made one out of chocolate, I just remembered. A Mr. Beast chocolate. Also, I forgot to update. We're not doing Charmeleon anymore. Let's see. We're doing this. We're sitting pretty good. No holes, no imperfections, which is rare, honestly. If you have a ring and you stand to this point and you don't have like a hole or imperfection, you're either really lucky, like I am, or you know what you're doing, which is, I like to think sometimes I do, but you know, whatever. Okay. Yeah, okay, let's move up the grits. I think we're looking good. By the way, I just remembered, I did see a weed ring once, and it actually looked pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. Oh yeah, I also did one with fall leaves. Different shades of fall leaves. That one sucked because all the leaves turned brown. Okay. Even in resin, I don't know why. The color's faded. Maybe there was like a hole in it or something. I gave the ring away, so like I don't know. I can't look at it anymore. The cheese one's still good though. And like, what more could you want, to be honest? No one has ordered a cheese ring. Someone did order a G Fuel ring after they saw mine. And then they proposed to their partner with it. I'm assuming that you didn't see some of my older TikToks videos. I posted that on the G Fuel Reddit, and people were like getting mad. They're like, why would you put gamer Kool-Aid in a ring? I'm like, it's their thing. Like, let them have the G Fuel ring. It's not your ring, why are you mad? But also it's Reddit, so I mean, I mean, I don't know what's worse, Reddit or Twitter. Twitter is straight up mental illness. I go on there to keep up with some of the creators I like and to laugh at people who they just have the furthest reach to anything. It's like, man, apples are so great. And then someone will come in like, oh, so you hate oranges? Like, this isn't about oranges. What are you talking about? And then somehow they end up being racist. And you get death threats. I only use Reddit when I'm like looking for real information from real people. Cause like sometimes I'm curious about whatever product or like a service or something. Mostly with music stuff, honestly. So I think like audio engineer, Reddit, from what I've seen, they're pretty like honest. Or like there's a very specific problem that I am encountering and I need help. And someone else has had the same very specific problem. Usually there's a Reddit post with like maximum 3 comments. Okay, we're almost done sanding. Let me really take a closer look here. I'm gonna hit this with some Zona paper, I think, which is just more sanding. Not much though. And then we can polish and then holy moly, we're done. There's also been some like ask me anythings that I've been interested in, but that's pretty much the extent of my Reddit use. Just gonna go through these bad boys real quickly, just 6 stages of... It's almost polishing at this point, to be honest. But it's tungsten, so we have to actually polish it a lot more. This morning my dog peed in my shoe, in my Crocs, in such a way that there was like a puddle inside them. And then I went to put them on and I didn't realize the piss fell out of the Croc, and then I put my foot in there and it was wet, and I was like, what? What, bro? Okay, that's it for sanding. We just gotta hit it with some diamond paste. It has to be at least like 5 to 10 degrees colder in this shop, man. I don't know. It's crazy. Alright. Hit it with the diamond paste. It literally has diamonds in it. Right after I start the clip. Here, dang it. This is a 5-step process. So, we're just gonna run through all 5. You can see the evil it's taking from the ring, the darkness. Normal polish wouldn't do this. You have to have the diamond polish. Okay. It's the initial polish. It ain't gonna be mirror yet. The Super Bowl's starting soon. Which means basically no one's gonna be online. Step 2, let's go. It's taking even more evil off. It's also polishing the center, the inlay. You start to see diminishing returns on step 3, to be honest. But it's necessary. Gotta get that mirror-like shine. Speed it up a little bit. Okay. We could stop, but we won't stop. We go all the way up. And I think I'm using a little bit too much paste, as per last time, as well. I'm mostly putting pressure on the outside of the ring because that's where the scratches are. It's a common misconception about tungsten. It's very hard. You can scratch it though. Granted, it's not going to be as easy to do. But it can scratch, and it will. And it is brittle. Like if you put enough force on it, granted it does take a lot, it's gonna snap. But pretty much all rings are like that, to be honest. My dad has a ring that is made from like compressed diamonds. and he's broken it twice somehow. Okay, this is the last one. Are you ready, kids? Okay. Let's get the excess off. There it is. One Ivysaur ring. Done and done. Let me grab a clip for the TikToker. And this one actually glows. So I need to turn the lights off for a second. Don't panic. The Bulbasaur one did not glow. And I don't know if you'll be able to see it really. Kind of. It's much darker though on the camera. In real life, it looks more like this, kind of. But I have the settings down because it looks better when the lights are on. It could be a little. But there it is. One Venusaur ring. It looks like this up close. Let me turn. Okay, the light will be useful here. There she is. Not bad. I think it's close. It gets the idea across. I dig it. I'm digging it. I'll take it off the lathe. Clean up the little excess here. We have 2 down. A lot of TikToks to make in the meantime. Very nice. I'm happy with it. Okay. I'm gonna leave this guy for tomorrow. I want it, or whenever I stream next, I want it to be like really, really solid. Because there can be problems with the resin. If you sand too much, it's not gonna be good. And then, I don't know what I want to do with this. Let me see what kind of blanks I have. What might be interesting with this? I have a gold-plated one, but plated rings are not, like, fun. I could do black ceramic. That might be cool. I'm not gonna waste a Damascus on this. I don't think it's worth that. I don't want to do carbon fiber either. I'm just not sure how it's gonna turn out. I see a white ceramic here. It's a 6mm wide though. Whereas I want something more like this. It is a little dirty though. How thick is the brush? Pretty thick. Well, let's try it on white ceramic. And I'm gonna think about it, what else I want to put in it, but I'm gonna inlay it so it can like dry and cure and whatever. I'm not really sure how nail polish works. But well, let's freestyle. This sounds fun. Now I did use this before. There's some like blue in here, I think. What was it for? Might have been for the Larimar ring I did a while ago. I don't even know what Pokemon this could even remotely be. So I'm not gonna advertise it as such. Okay. And really this will barely be anything. Because I want to maybe do something else in it. I'm just gonna take some of the leftover residue from whenever the heck I use this. And that's another thing, I will be reusing the ring blanks, and I'm not going to buy 150 ring blanks just to use for this. Okay. Let's fine, I think. Let me take a little bit of sandpaper and like get in there a little bit. Just to make sure there won't be any problems later on. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, let me grab a clip, get the clip going. Boom, shaboom. Okay. So let's see here. Can I just do like this? Oh, okay. It dripped off the side there. Okay, that did exactly nothing. I'm almost debating whether or not to just do the whole ring like this. Just polish inside everything. I'll clean this strip up. Now, keep it off the sides. I don't know if you like lay it on thick, if it'll dry as well. Okay, there's a glob. Stumping me a little bit. It's like kind of spreading. Tell you what, I can throw the heat over here. Keep myself warm and dry the polish, I think, a little better. I'm just gonna keep going and see what happens. I'm also curious to know if I just set it here in one place, if it'll like spread. The brush is working against me, I think. It's the first time I'm doing it, so give me a little bit of a break. Oh shoot. I'm gonna take this and like put it in front of the right in front of the heat for a second and see what happens, if it dries or not. I could be completely wrong, and most likely I am. This is kind of like a cool effect though. That's enough of a clip, I think. It doesn't exactly say. Also, I got this in Brazil, so it's in Portuguese. And then the next question is, do I let it dry? I should have done this probably at the start of the stream, if I'm being honest. Do I let it dry before I put on another coat? It's like kind of drying. Yeah, honestly, I think some parts are okay, I think honestly I leave this alone, and then next stream, or maybe I'll do it off cam, off stream, I do another layer. And then I inlay it with something. What am I gonna inlay it with? I do not know yet. But yeah, I'm just gonna let it chill for a while. Okay then. Cool. Yeah, I think that's gonna be all for today. For now. I need to start getting some of these TikToks like made and organized and stuff. All that good stuff. Cause I can do 8. 7 technically. 6 actually, cause 4 of them are as together, so they end up being 2. So we're getting started. We're getting going. We're getting going. So, thank you for watching. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Next time we'll finish Charmeleon, and then we'll move on to, I don't know. We might go out of order. We'll have to see. Because we're getting into the bug, like Caterpie, Metapod, Butterfree. Getting into the bugs. Alright.